Today at Purdue Performance, we're going to look at installing our brand new downpipe blanket for our TD04 XP kit. Here we have the blanket in front of us. This is for the Decat version in the titanium finish. So when you purchase one of these, in the pack, you'll get the blanket itself, along with 5 retaining springs that are used to secure the blanket to the pipe. Today, obviously we're doing this on a workbench rather than in the car, just so that we can show you exactly how it fits, as it's a lot more difficult to film when in the car. But these are designed to be fitted with the pipe in place on the turbo and should be relatively easy to do. So, on the blanket, you can see it has cutouts here, here, and here for the brackets and the lambda sensor holes. This is the best way to align the blanket to the pipe so that you know you've got the orientation right. What we'll do first is go for the biggest bracket, which is this one here. We want to get the blanket passed over that bracket, like so, and around the bottom bracket there. Now you can see it's already pretty much fitting the shape of the pipe. Next, we've got this top bracket here. We'll get this through the hole, and there we go. The blanket is now sitting exactly how we need it to sit, and you can see the brackets and the lambda sensor holes all line up with the cutouts. So now it's just a case of putting on the retaining springs. As I'm doing this on the bench, it's going to be very easy for me to attach the springs on both sides of the blanket. However, once you're doing it in the car, you may want to put a spring on each of the anchor points before you put the blanket on the pipe. That way, once you've got the blanket in place, all you've got to do is pull the spring round and attach the other side. It should make the job a little bit easier. Okay, so I've got all 5 springs on one side. I'm going to go with this bottom one first, but it really doesn't matter which one you do first. With that one in place, the blanket's now held nicely at the bottom. We can just work our way up the blanket. Now, as you can see, all 5 springs are in place. We do still have a slight bit of movement on the blanket, so we can adjust it perfectly if we need to around the sensor holes and around the brackets, just to make sure it's sitting as we want it. But that is pretty much perfect there. So, another tip when putting the springs on, if you're finding it difficult to reach around and grab the spring while installed in the vehicle, you can use like a cable tie, attach it to one end of the spring before you install, and then you give you a little bit more leverage to pull it round to the front of the blanket or from the back of the blanket, depending on what side you're going from. As you can see now, the blanket's nicely installed and secure, and that's it. We also have this version here, which is the carbon fibre variation, and this is installed on the sports cap. So it's a slightly different shape, but again, exactly the same process to install. Find your biggest bracket first, get the blanket in place. At the top, you've got the 2 lambda sensor holes as this one, and other bracket holes just like this one. It's just a bit wider to support the catalyst. Do your springs up, and exactly the same, 5 springs on this one as well. For more Abarth content, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook.